Look at the moments when a woman says she's not interested, yet she keeps watching you from the corner of her eye. That tension you feel right now is not rejection. It's the beginning of a psychological test. I'm speaking to you as a psychologist, not to flatter you, but to tell you what most men are never taught. Desire is not logical. It is emotional, subconscious, and deeply reactive. When a woman says she isn't interested, she is often responding to how safe, predictable, or invisible you feel in her emotional world. Attraction doesn't ignite from trying harder. It ignites when her nervous system wakes up in your presence. Most men chase validation. They explain themselves, overinvest, and perform kindness like a currency. This signals emotional availability without emotional depth. The female brain does not desire what is fully accessible. It desires what feels grounded, selective, and self-contained. When you center your life around her reaction, you quietly communicate that your world is small. That kills curiosity. Here's the truth that makes men uncomfortable. Desire grows in the space between certainty and mystery. When you remove pressure, stop proving, and stop seeking permission to be wanted, something shifts. She starts sensing that you are not trying to win her, and that absence of hunger creates intrigue. Calm confidence is not silence or arrogance. It is emotional self-regulation. Women are biologically wired to read emotional stability faster than words. Your tone, pacing, eye contact, and restraint tell her more than compliments ever could. When you slow down, when you speak less but mean more, her brain fills in the gaps. That's where attraction forms, in what you don't rush to explain. If she's not interested, the worst move is persuasion. Attraction is not a debate, it's a response. When you stop chasing, you force her subconscious to ask a dangerous question. Why doesn't he need this? That question alone can reframe how she sees you. This is where most men sabotage themselves. They confuse detachment with indifference. Detachment means you respect her choice while remaining fully embodied in yourself. You don't withdraw emotionally. You simply stop orbiting her approval. That grounded presence feels rare because it is. A woman desires a man who feels like a choice, not a plea. When you focus on your purpose, your physical presence, your standards, and your emotional discipline, you become psychologically heavier, not louder, heavier. She feels you before she understands why. Right now, you don't need new lines or tactics. You need a shift in internal posture. Desire begins the moment you stop asking to be seen and start allowing yourself to be felt. Men who master this understand that attraction is not manipulation. It is alignment. You are not changing her mind. You are changing the emotional climate around you. When your life feels full, your boundaries clear, and your energy calm, interest has room to grow. Even if she never chooses you, you win something permanent: self-respect. And paradoxically, that is the trait most likely to make her look again. This shift cannot be faked, rushed, or borrowed. It emerges only when your identity stops depending on being chosen by others. When a woman says she's not interested, what she's often responding to is emotional predictability. Her nervous system already knows how you'll show up, how fast you'll reply, how much you'll give, and how little friction exists between your attention and her availability. The brain does not crave what it can already map. Desire is born when certainty breaks. Most men misunderstand mystery. They think it means playing games, disappearing, or acting cold. That's not mystery. That's insecurity wearing a mask. Real mystery comes from depth. It comes from having a full inner life that doesn't rush to explain itself. When your emotions are regulated, your goals clear, and your boundaries intact, you naturally become less readable. And unreadable does not mean dishonest. It means layered. Women are exceptionally sensitive to emotional congruence. If your words say confidence, but your behavior says fear of loss, she will trust the behavior. That subtle misalignment tells her you are seeking safety through her approval. And desire never grows where safety seeking is obvious. It grows where emotional leadership exists. Emotional leadership is not dominance. It is the ability to remain centered when things are uncertain. When she pulls back, you don't panic. When she tests you, you don't overcorrect. When silence appears, you don't fill it with explanation. This steadiness communicates something powerful. Your emotional state is not dependent on her validation. Here's what happens psychologically when you shift this way. Her brain starts to reassess you. The pattern she thought she understood no longer fits. And the human mind hates unresolved patterns. Curiosity activates. She begins paying attention again, not because you demanded it, but because something feels incomplete. This is why self-focus is not selfish. It is attractive. When your attention is divided between your mission, your growth, and your relationships, you stop radiating need. Need is heavy. Purpose is magnetic. A man who is building something bigger than the interaction instantly feels different. There's another layer men rarely hear. Desire grows when a woman feels emotionally safe, but not emotionally responsible for you. If she senses that rejecting you will crush you, her nervous system shuts down attraction to protect itself. But when she feels free to choose without guilt, desire can breathe. That freedom comes from you holding your own emotional weight. You don't punish her for disinterest. You don't try to convince her. You accept her position without shrinking or performing strength. That quiet acceptance is disarming. It tells her you are grounded enough to walk away without resentment. And here's the paradox. The moment you are genuinely okay with losing her, you become more attractive. Not because loss creates desire, but because non-attachment signals abundance. Abundance doesn't mean other women. It means inner fullness. Women are drawn to men who feel internally complete, not perfect, complete. A man who can enjoy connection without clinging to outcome. That emotional independence is rare, and rarity heightens value. Attraction is not built by effort. It is revealed when effort is no longer driven by fear. When you speak, speak because you want to, not because you're afraid of silence. When you show interest, do it cleanly, without bargaining. That clarity creates tension. And tension, when grounded in respect, is the soil where desire grows. Attraction deepens when a woman feels something shift inside herself while she's with you, not when you explain why she should feel it. The female mind responds to emotional contrast. If every interaction with you feels smooth, agreeable, and safe, her system relaxes, but relaxation is not desire. Desire requires polarity. It requires a subtle emotional edge. Most men fear that edge. They avoid disagreement, hide opinions, and soften their presence to avoid rejection. Psychologically, this communicates low self-trust. When you don't trust your own reactions, values, or preferences, she cannot anchor into you emotionally. A man who knows where he stands creates friction, and friction creates heat. This doesn't mean being confrontational or rude. It means allowing yourself to be real. If you disagree, you say it calmly. If something doesn't align, you don't rationalize it away. Your boundaries are not punishments. They are information. And information gives structure. Structure creates safety. Safety combined with tension creates desire. Here's a truth rarely spoken. Women test emotional strength unconsciously, not to manipulate you, but to see if you collapse under uncertainty. When plans change, when responses slow, when moods fluctuate, your reaction is being observed. Do you become anxious? Do you withdraw emotionally? Do you overcompensate? Or do you remain steady, expressive, and self-directed? Steadiness signals maturity, and maturity is deeply attractive because it suggests future stability without emotional dependency. A woman doesn't desire a man who needs her to feel whole. She desires a man who invites her into a life that already feels meaningful. When you lead your life with intention, you stop performing attraction and start embodying it. Your body language changes, your voice slows, your presence becomes grounded. These are not tricks, they are byproducts of inner alignment. The female nervous system is highly responsive to this coherence. Another critical layer is emotional honesty without emotional leakage. You can express interest without attachment. You can show warmth without overexposure. When your emotions are clean, meaning they are owned, not dumped, she feels respected rather than burdened. This creates trust without obligation. Men often think desire grows from intensity. In reality, it grows from restraint. When you don't rush intimacy, don't overshare too early, and don't collapse boundaries to accelerate closeness, you communicate self-worth. That restraint invites her investment. People value what they choose, not what is handed to them. And if she remains uninterested, something equally important happens. You reinforce your own identity. You teach yourself that attraction is not something you beg for, but something you allow. This internal lesson changes how you show up everywhere else, in work, friendships, and future relationships. Desire is not guaranteed, and that's the point. A man who accepts uncertainty without losing composure becomes emotionally rare. Rarity draws attention, not because you demanded it, but because your presence feels different from the noise of need and performance she's used to. When you stop trying to be chosen and start choosing yourself consistently, your energy shifts. That shift is felt long before it's understood, and once felt, it cannot be unseen. The final truth is the hardest one to accept because it removes control. You cannot force desire, but you can become the kind of man whose presence invites it. and that requires letting go of the outcome. The moment your self-worth stops being tied to whether she wants you, you step into emotional power. Women don't fall for perfection. They fall for authenticity backed by stability. When you are grounded in who you are, rejection no longer threatens your identity. It becomes information, not a verdict. That emotional resilience is deeply attractive, even to women who initially dismissed you. Here's what happens when you fully integrate this mindset. You listen better because you're not strategizing. You speak honestly because you're not afraid of losing approval. You walk away calmly when something doesn't align. And that calm exit often echoes louder than any pursuit ever could. Many men underestimate the psychological impact of non-attachment. When a woman senses that you are choosing her, not needing her, she feels respected. Respect is the gateway emotion that allows desire to surface safely. Without respect, attraction stays shallow or disappears entirely. If she never becomes interested, you still win. Because you didn't abandon yourself to chase validation. You strengthened your emotional core. And that core will be felt by the next woman who crosses your path. Attraction compounds when your identity is consistent. A man who knows how to stand alone becomes magnetic in connection, not because he withholds love, but because he offers it freely, without demand. That freedom is rare, and rarity triggers attention. This is the difference between manipulation and mastery. Manipulation tries to control another person's response. Mastery focuses on self-alignment and lets responses unfold naturally. One creates anxiety, the other creates gravity. So if a woman says she's not interested, hear it clearly, respect it fully, and then return to your life with dignity, focus, and direction. That is not weakness. That is psychological strength. Sometimes desire grows later, sometimes it doesn't. But a man who has learned to remain whole either way has already won something far more valuable than attention. He has earned self-trust. And self-trust changes how you walk into every room, how you speak to every woman, and how you choose every relationship. It is the foundation of real attraction. Now, I want to ask you something personal. If you removed the need to be chosen, how would you show up differently in your relationship starting today? Write your answer in the comments. If this message hit something deep, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this right now.